So guys, new part, copped a new part, C-Mod mesh grill. This one is carbon fiber, actually carbon fiber. It is used, got it from my buddy Steve. Thank you, Steve. Always hooking me up with some awesome parts. It is a little worn. You can see it's kind of a little scuffed, a little dull. So I'm gonna wet sand this thing up with some probably 2000 or 3000. It's just real light. I'm not gonna dig into it, and then I'm just gonna re-clear it. Just kind of just hosed it off right now, letting it air dry, and then I'm gonna, well, not even, I don't need to let it air dry, but I just need to just needed to wash it off, and now I'm going to spray it down with some water and just hit it with some fine sandpaper, and then I'll re-clear it, man. Nothing will be good as new. Yeah, can't wait to get it on this car. I think these look really good on here. A little bit better than the TRD in my opinion. Each person, you know, to their own, but I think these ones look good, and you see the halo horns through the mesh grill a lot better too, so that's kind of cool. Light, quick wet sand on it. You see wet is pretty much a representation of how it's gonna look once it's added the clear coat to it. There's one good little chip right there, can't help that, but I think the rest of it's gonna come out really good. I'll probably, the mesh part, there's some really light surface rust, so I might hit that with a wire brush another time and just repaint that black. I'll just tape around the tape on the carbon fiber really well, so that way I don't scratch that up after I re-clear it. But might not need it, I don't know, have to see. But yeah, if you not sure, this is actually the grill that came with the old carbon fiber hood that I had, that I restored. So if you look back at that video, I have a screenshot of the original, the guy that was selling it. He sold it to my friend, and he had this grill on the old carbon fiber hood that I have right there sitting for my buddy. It's under the blanket right there, and this was the one on there. So he ended up selling me the grill, the hood, after I restored that. And then you know, he was letting this go. He wanted to go with the TRD one, so cool. I like this one better anyways. I just wet sanded it real quick, sprayed it with some water, used 2000 grit sandpaper, pretty fine, really smooth. It's not really gonna take off much. It's gonna really smooth it out, clean it up. Taped off the mesh, just kind of wiping it down with the paper towel and some alcohol, get all the grease off, and then I'm gonna shoot it with some clear coat. I taped off the mesh because I'm not sure if I'm gonna paint that black, gloss black, or I'm gonna like plasti dip it. But I didn't want to spray any clear on it because then it'll be hard to do it properly. Basically the clear is going to seal it, and I don't want to seal it if I'm going to do anything with it, with the mesh part. Yeah, that's it. So actually going to close the garage and just crack the garage like halfway because it is a little windy right now. Using Rust-Oleum crystal clear enamel, so I just did one kind of medium coat over it, so it's looking pretty wet. Probably do a second coat, and let's see, what does it say? It's probably, yeah, 15 minutes, something like that. 10-15 minutes I'll hit it with a second coat. But yeah, look at it. That thing's already coming back to life already. Thing looks good. Alright, I got 2 coats on there already, about 15 minutes apart. After I applied the second coat, a couple minutes later, I just peeled off the masking tape. Because I'm not sure if masking tape hardens with the acrylic, you know, on clear coat paint. and I just didn't want to have a hassle taking it off, so I just put it off, pulling away from the carbon. But yeah, 2 coats looks really good. Obviously this thing was not perfect, but you know, it's gonna look really good. Till it dries up, it'll retain pretty much all that shine. There was one good sized chip. Oh yeah, there it is. You know, it is what it is. That's pretty much just digging into almost into the weave. So, but yeah, can't wait for this thing to dry. I'll give it at least a minimum 24 hours, probably even 48 hours before I even mount it, just to give a chance for the clear to cure and harden really good. Looks like I got a bit of a run right there. Oh well, it is what it is. Looks pretty good though. All right, let the clear cure about almost 2 days, and masked off the carbon now, and hit the mesh grill with the new coat of black paint. So it looks pretty good now. So I'll let this dry overnight, and then I'll take off the masking tape, and regular paint should be good. I could probably mount this tomorrow. Anything I'll do it the day after, give it some more time, but definitely probably peel off the masking tape tomorrow, give it another day to dry after that, and get it go. Mount that sucker up, see how it looks. All right, it's the next day after I painted the mesh grill black, so yeah, actually it was Sunday night. I clear coated the carbon fiber. Tuesday morning, so it was Sunday, Monday, no, Wednesday morning. Yeah, Wednesday morning. So actually I gave it more than 48 hours. I gave it like 50 hours before I put some masking tape over the carbon fiber to paint that. So I gave it 2 full days for the clear coat to cure. So the mesh paint, it's already dry to touch. Probably best to give it 24 hours, but it's been like 12 hours, so couldn't touch it, no problem. I could probably mount it, which I'm probably gonna do right now. But yeah, look at that thing. That thing looks so much better than when I got it. Still like little, you know, little nicks that were kind of like in there, that were just ingrained in there. So, you know, like there's the chip. So I would really have to sand that down really good, and then even then it wouldn't come out that good. So I don't want to go into the weave. So just a nice little wet sand. It was like 10-15 minutes, real kind of not too much pressure. 2 coats of clear, let it dry for 2 days, and then masked it off, and then sprayed the mesh, just a gloss black, and about to mount it right now. So it's pretty easy. It's just like 6 screws or something like that go right here. I think they're 10 millimeters, maybe even 8 millimeters. They look pretty small. I got some mismatching hardware on there, but I think that one has it already. So hopefully that's the correct one. But let me get this mounted up, and then we'll check it out. All right, the grill is on. Don't really care for the screws that were on there. They weren't mounting correctly with or lining up. So I had to use these other screws, and I don't know, kind of iffy about the whole thing, but I don't know. There's no other points. I don't really want to drill into any other points that weren't there. So I'm not sure. Just try it out, wish for the best, and just check these things daily. Make sure that these screws aren't going to back out or anything. I guess is the only thing I can do. As long as they maintain how tight it is, then I guess that should be good. But if they feel like they're starting to loosen up, then I'm gonna have to do something else. But We'll see.